So what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am on my way to my baby appointment, and it's technically like the 20-week appointment, but I'm only like 19 weeks in a couple days, so I'm like on my way to be 20 weeks, but I'm not exactly there yet, if that makes sense. But today they're gonna do the anatomy scan, and normally with these scans I also get 3D pictures, so I'm really excited. I'm probably not going to be able to film in the actual like room where they're doing the video or the ultrasound, because they normally don't allow stuff like that at this particular place that I go to. But afterwards I'll definitely show you guys the pictures and try to keep you guys updated along the way, and it should be a good day, and fingers crossed for a healthy baby. That's all that's important at the end of the day. And yeah, all right, bye. Today Aaron decides he wants to match me. Ew, why are you so gross?
I had to burp, I'm sorry.
Gross.
I wasn't trying to match you, I don't know why it happens, but it does happen on a regular occasion.
That's his outfit of the day. OOTD, because I'm cool.
What is that?
Outfit of the day.
Oh my god.
And then this is mine. Boom. It says, "The cravings are real." And they are real. They are very, very real. Aaron is driving, and I'm actually starting to feel either car sick or morning sick, because I still get morning sickness on the reg. It's not fun, so I don't feel good right now. I just want to get there soon to get out of the car. And yeah, but I think after my appointment's over, it's a pretty long appointment, so my mother-in-law is keeping our kids for us, because this appointment is going to last about 2 hours, and we're getting an ultrasound done, and they would not be able to handle a 2-hour appointment. So they stayed with my mother-in-law, which they'll have way more fun with her than coming here. And yeah, so we get kind of like a little date, which is cool. If I felt better, it's like, oh, I just want to feel better. I'm tired of being sick all the time.
What? Why am I in this now?
He's way cuter than me.
False. There it is right there.
Boop. Okay, so we made it to my appointment. I'm gonna go inside and see my baby, and I'll let you guys know when it's over. Okay, so we are back home, and Aaron is sleepy. It's been a long day, and we go into the doctor's appointment, and we get our ultrasound tech, and she's in like this crabby mood, so I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm not gonna let her ruin my day, you know, like, I'm here to see my baby, who cares if she's pissy? So I just like try to make the best of it. And so she's doing the ultrasound, and while she's doing the ultrasound, she's like getting frustrated because she can't get the picture she wants. And literally, if I had not had ultrasounds done before, I wouldn't have known what I was looking at. But since I've had like 2 other ultrasounds, I knew what I was looking at as far as the baby. So I would tell her what I was seeing. I was like, oh, is that his brain, or is that her brain? Is that her like leg? Is that her face? And I was like pointing things out to her. She was not talking to me. She wasn't telling me anything she was seeing, and she just kept taking the pictures. So I just thought, okay, I'll let her do her job, take the pictures, and then at the end, I think she's gonna take a picture of the face, because normally at these ultrasounds, At least the ones I've been to, they do the anatomy scan, which is the important part, but they also do a fun, like, okay, here's your baby's face. Let's put it on 3D and take pictures. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll let her do her job. She's probably just doing the scan first, and then at the end, she'll take some pictures for us so that we can take something home. So it comes to the end, and she's like, oh, here's a towel, wipe off. And I literally was like, are you going to take a picture of my baby's face? Because I really would like to take one home with me. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention. So during the scan, she kept accidentally taking pictures and like printing them out. And I was like laughing. I'm like, oh, haha, you accidentally took a picture. It was like, she kept making jokes about it. So I was like, okay, yeah, cool. But I didn't realize that at the end of the scan, those accidental pictures, which was nothing but a bunch of blur, was going to be the one she was going to give us to take home. And I was like, why on earth would I want those? Like, I want the picture. I want to see my baby. Like, I want to see her face, and I want to take her picture home and show my family, like, this is what she looks like now at 20 weeks. So she didn't get a picture of the face. And then when I asked her to do it, she went on back on to my belly, and she kept trying to get pictures of the face. And then she's like, well, if I take a picture of this, will you know what it is? And I was like, no. And she took a picture of it anyway. And then that's what I got, was like another blurred picture. Don't even know what it is. Like, you can't tell what it is in the picture. Like, it just looks like a bunch of like blobs. And so that's what I left the room with, was that blob. And I was very upset that was my ultrasound experience, and it was almost to the point where I wanted to cry, because I was like really looking forward to today, and then it just did not go as planned. And so I was like, well, the important thing is that the baby was moving around, the baby had a strong heartbeat, and for the most part, everything I thought looked good. Because I mean, I'm not an ultrasound tech. She wasn't talking to me, so she wasn't saying anything. I was just going to assume it was normal. And then they had us sitting in the waiting room, because after the ultrasound, I had an appointment with my midwife, and she was going to go over the ultrasound with us and just like tell us, like give us the rundown of everything that they saw. So, like I said, I've had this done before. Normally, right after the ultrasound, I see my midwife like almost instantly, and then she kind of goes over things. So we're sitting in the waiting room, and an hour goes by, and we are still sitting there. And I'm just getting more mad, because I'm like, okay, so why are we not being called back? Like, I was really confused. It was really unprofessional the way it was being handled. And it's never ever been like this before. Like, I love my midwives. I love the office I see, and like always have really good experiences when I go. But today was just really odd, and I'm like, what is happening? Why is this happening today? So then the receptionist, she comes out, and she's like, do you guys, are you getting up to do homework? He's getting ready to do homework. But the midwife, my arm's getting tired too. So, but the midwife comes out, or not the midwife, but the reception. Okay, so anyway, the receptionist comes out, and she's like, do you guys need anything? I know you guys have been sitting out here for a long time. Do you need any crackers or anything to drink? And I just looked at her, and I'm like, because it's obvious I'm not very happy. And I just looked at her, and I'm like, honestly, I want to redo on my ultrasound, because that was horrible. I was like, that was not a very good experience. And she didn't even give me any pictures of my baby to take home. And I'm like, I've had better ultrasounds here. And I'm like, I don't know what was going on. Then that's when the receptionist told me that the actual lady who normally does the ultrasounds, the actual ultrasound tech, she went into labor this morning. So that's why she wasn't there. So we basically had like a substitute ultrasound tech, and sorry, I have makeup under my eyes. So we had like a substitute ultrasound tech, and this person who did our ultrasound, she is new. She's not very experienced at her job. So she said that she apologized that we had a horrible experience, and that she said she was going to get the like person over the entire ultrasound, I don't know, section to come and talk to us. So then the lady came and talked to me, that's over the entire thing, and she was like explaining to me that they were evaluating my pictures because the ultrasound tech that we had today didn't really know how to work the machine. So they were kind of reviewing the pictures to see if she even got any good ones. And they said most of they said the pictures were up to like their standard, and like they could see the chamber of the heart and stuff, and they could like make out that the baby was healthy. And then she said that it looked like I had, what is it called, placenta, what is it,
Privia.
yeah. So she then like said very casually, she's like, but in one of the pictures it looks like you have placenta previa, I think that is what it's called. And I was just like, okay, well that doesn't sound good. But then because this is a new ultrasound tech, she couldn't guarantee me that I had it, and then she couldn't say that I didn't have it. And then I'm like, well, that sounds like something we kind of need to know if I have or don't have. And then so then she said they could keep the pictures they already have, or they could just redo the entire scan. And I'm like, I want the entire scan redone, because one, I want to know that like what's happening in my body, and I want to know for sure if it's happening, and then what the steps are after that. And then hopefully my next experience will not be this bad, and I will actually get some pictures of my child that I am growing in my body and I've been throwing up for. So yes, I would like some pictures of my child to take home. But yeah, so that is the result of my day. Is we left, I didn't even see my midwife today. It took about 2.5 hours, and we didn't really get anything accomplished except for I may or may not have placenta previa. So yeah, my next ultrasound is scheduled for a month from now. So I have a month to sit and stew on whether or not I have this condition or not. And I am praying that I do not have it, but I read about it online. I mean, I read about it, and a lot of the things that I've been experiencing is correlating with the outcome being I do have it. And then also what's rolling in my mind is the fact that her other pictures were up to the standards of the ultrasound text. I don't know. They basically said her other pictures were decent. And so I'm like, well, what are the odds that that one that says I have this condition is not accurate? But there is a chance it's not. So it's very confusing. But yeah, that's the day we had today. And then we before we left the ultrasound place, or before we left the midwives, I asked 2 different people. I'm like, so do I still need to see my midwife, or can I leave? Because we have my mother-in-law watching our kids, and she lives 4 hours away, and she needed to drive home today. And I was like, so if we are done here, can we just go home, because we have not eaten at all since breakfast, and we're getting kind of hangry. And they were like, oh yeah, just go ahead and leave. Like, we'll just go ahead and schedule you a new appointment with your midwife after you get the next ultrasound. So I'm like, okay. So we went ahead and scheduled it. And then it was like, we were eating dinner, but my phone was dying. So I had it in my purse. But I got back in the car, and the midwives had called, and they're like, oh, make sure you come back, because the midwife wants to see you. But I was already irritated, because I was like, you guys had me there for 2.5 hours. If she wanted to see me, she should have saw me, because I made an appointment for 2 o'clock, not 3:30, and we live an hour and a half away. So we are going home, and I have to go see my kids and put them to bed and let my mother-in-law go home. So yeah, it was not a very good day. Hopefully the next visit will run more smoothly, because we'll have the actual ultrasound tech, and maybe we'll get some real answers. I'm really not sure what's going to happen though, because the lady today told me that they would have to see me at a different place to have my ultrasound done, and I just don't understand why that has to happen, but you know, it is their policies, I guess. So yeah, I just pray that all is well. The baby looks good. It's just finding out about me, because if you have if I do have the placenta previa, or whatever it's called, then it it may result in me having a C-section, and just, yeah, I really just want to have a natural birth like I did with all my other babies. And like in extreme cases, they actually have some ladies on bed rest, and then some ladies have to have shots to help their baby's lungs develop, and it's just a big ordeal. And I'd rather not go through any of that. So just pray that all is well with the baby. And yeah, so that's the end of this video. And I'm gonna just try to relax the rest of the night and possibly edit this video, because my cousin and aunt and my cousin's boyfriend, they're coming to visit us for the 4th of July, and we're gonna go to the beach, and it's just gonna be fun. It's gonna be a nice relaxing vacation, and I'm just so excited because I love when they come. We always have so much fun. And I mean, I might try to video it, but I don't know, I feel so uncomfortable videoing my family, because I'm like, I don't know if they want to be on the internet. So I'll ask and see if they care. If they don't care, I'll record. But I also just want to hang out with them and like be in the moment. Anyway, that's all, you guys, and I hope you guys have a great week, a great weekend, a great 4th of July, and just be safe. And I love you guys. Bye.